Today, the streets of Washington, D.C. reflect a mix of somber remembrance and controversy as family, friends, and curious onlookers gather to bid farewell to one of the most infamous figures in the city's history. Rayful Edmonds, the man whose name became synonymous with the crack cocaine epidemic of the 1980s, is being laid to rest. This is the story of his rise, his fall, and the complicated legacy he leaves behind. Rayful Edmonds passed away last week at the age of 58 from complications related to his long battle with illness while in federal custody. His death marks the end of a life that once symbolized both the power and peril of Washington's underworld. Born on November 26, 1964, Rayful Edmond II grew up in Washington, D.C. during a time of economic hardship. By his early 20s, he had risen to infamy as the leader of one of the largest drug operations in the country, reportedly making millions of dollars a week at the height of his reign. Known for his charisma and business acumen, Edmonds was both revered and feared in equal measure. But his success came at a devastating cost. His organization flooded the streets with crack cocaine, contributing to a wave of addiction and violence that gripped the city. In 1989, Edmonds' empire came crashing down. He was arrested and later sentenced to life in prison, without the possibility of parole. His cooperation with federal authorities, including testifying against his own associates, shocked the criminal underworld and led to his relocation under witness protection. While some viewed his cooperation as a betrayal, others saw it as an attempt to make amends for the destruction his actions caused. Today's funeral was a subdued affair, held under heavy security. Family members and a small circle of close associates gathered to pay their respects. The service was described as private, with only a select few allowed inside. However, outside the venue, the mood was different. Crowds of spectators and former community members debated his legacy, with some mourning the man, while others condemned the devastation his actions wrought. On social media and in the streets, opinions about Rayful Edmonds' death are divided. Some see him as a symbol of lost potential, a man who could have used his intelligence and influence for good. Others view him as a cautionary tale of greed and its consequences. Local leaders and activists have used the occasion to reflect on the systemic issues that gave rise to figures like Edmonds and the enduring impact of the crack epidemic on D.C. communities. Rayful Edmonds' story is a complex one. He was a man of immense talent and influence who chose a path that brought him wealth but left a trail of destruction in its wake. His death closes a chapter, but the lessons from his life continue to resonate, a stark reminder of the choices we make and their far-reaching consequences. As the city of Washington, D.C. bids farewell to Rayful Edmonds, it also continues to grapple with the scars of a turbulent past. In remembering his life, perhaps we can better understand how to build a future free from the shadows he once cast. This has been a look at the life, death, and legacy of Rayful Edmonds. Thank you for watching.